Hi guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. We are in Beijing and we're going to get straight into it. We're going to go over 6 for above. That has been kind of working for us. Should we have a look at the parts? Let's have a look at the parts, see if we can add anything in, a little bit of an improvement. Yeah, that works for me. Slightly better engine for both cars, that definitely works for me. Can't really do anything with the suspension. The gearboxes are just as they are, just how it is. Today is a little bit exciting for me actually. We've got, when I say we, me and my wife, we've got, we've got the 20-week scan for our baby today, and I'm really looking forward to it. I just realised 17 5-star potential, and yeah, so like I say, I'm really looking forward to it. Gonna hopefully find out what we're having as well, if it's going to be a little boy or a little girl. As I think I said in I can't remember what episode I said it in. It was either a Motorsport Manager episode or it was one of the Football Manager episodes. It actually may have been a Crusader Kings too. It could have been any of the videos. I've put out so many videos recently, I've recorded so many videos recently that I actually lose track sometimes of what I've said in what. So today is Friday the 2nd of June. By the time this goes out, it's going to be either the 7th or 8th of June, so it's going to be nearly a full week. That's how ahead I am with regards to putting these videos out. I'm just genuinely enjoying this. I think this actually goes out on the 8th because I think I've got another episode booked before this that I haven't uploaded yet. That needs to go up. So yeah, it tells you how much I'm enjoying this series so far. And we are going to look to push and get promotion. But yeah, so we do get the scan. I am excited. I then have work straight after, which I'm not so excited about. You know, who is excited about work? In fact, it's a later shift for me as well. I'm not happy with, but you know, needs must. And then I've got another late one tomorrow, but I then do have 4 days off, so I'll probably crack on with some Football Manager. Now, if you guys have been watching it and you've not seen the latest episode yet, I have announced the end, or should we say, I've announced my retirement when it comes to the Pokemon series. It's just, I wasn't enjoying it. That's the crux of it. I wasn't enjoying it, and I don't see the point in playing games and not enjoying them. Yeah, it's just how it was, and plus with the other playthroughs we've got going on, I've basically started too much at the same time. So the 2 Football Manager playthroughs, the Crusader Kings playthrough, the Football Manager playthrough, I literally just put too much on my plate, and yeah, my eyes were too big for my head. But it happens sometimes. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's done something similar on YouTube, where they've sort of gone, oh fuck, let's get loads of stuff out, and then just realised that, okay, maybe they can't really get that much gear out. But I'm hoping maybe at some point to get back to it in the future. I don't know. It's just a case of it doesn't really fit in with the channel. We've got this going on. I'm enjoying this more. I'm playing these games more than I am Pokemon because I just really don't enjoy it. So I may just fuck Pokemon off altogether when it comes to the channel. Plus, I think with the Pokemon playthroughs, unless you're already an established PokeTuber, I think they call themselves. Unless you're already an established PokeTuber, you can't really get away with playing the older games. You need to be playing the new games, which obviously at the minute the new game for Pokemon is Sun and Moon. Now, to be playing the new games on YouTube, you need to have a specialist DS that's been modded, so you can put a capture card into it and then upload it. And the best part of 500 quid, and I'm not doing that at all. I'm not fucking touching a fucking £500 DS. Call me crazy, but I'm not doing it. You know, it's not on the cards. 1, I don't have the money to do such a thing, and 2, it seems useless when there's probably a Switch game coming out soon for Pokemon. And I don't have a Switch either, but it's saying that if there was a Pokemon game coming out on the Switch, maybe I'd have the option to upload straight away from the Switch. I should imagine there is an option to go straight from the Switch. There are Zelda playthroughs out there from the Switch, so it makes sense to me in any case that you can upload straight off. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I mean, Switches are still very expensive, I think, for what they are. I'm sure they're very fucking good, but for my money, I think they're just a little bit too much. Well, money. So send these guys back out after having tweaked them. Anyway, there's other things. There's other things. We're not even going to worry about Pokemon anymore. We are worrying about Football Manager, Motorsport Manager, and Crusader Kings. And obviously with the Crusader Kings, that's going to turn into EU4, hopefully, eventually. I don't know at what point we're going to turn it into EU4. I don't want to make it too easy going into EU4. But, yeah, we'll have a look. We'll play it by ear. But, Motorsport Manager. So, in the last episode, I think I talked about how we need to really start pushing on and get promotion. We've been kind of languishing sort of mid-table, not really getting anywhere. So, it's kind of stale, isn't it? If we're sitting mid-table, we're not going to get anywhere. Then what's the point in watching? So this season, we're going to take some risks. We're going to push. We're going to push. We're going to push. We're going to buy a lot of parts, develop a lot of parts, and we are going to push to get at least top 3 this season. I know we said to the chairman we're going to go for a 6th. I'm wanting top 3. So let's get these guys in and see if we can get some qualifying trim. If we can get top 3, I'll be fucking ecstatic. Honestly, I'd be so fucking happy. Top 3 for us in this season would be fucking superb. I don't think we're going to get out in time for a trim, but I'll have a look. And I think I may have mentioned that I'm looking to... Oh, no, I really didn't like that. I'm looking to get this series done within sort of 10 seasons and then start on a new season altogether. I want to use the ice mod. That's the next thing. I want to do the ice mod. Ice mod looks amazing. If you don't know what the ice mod is, go on Steam, check out the workplace, and it's there. It's just a nice overhaul mod. It's a really cool looking thing. Let's do that. So, yeah, so we're going to go for a top 3. We want to get promotion by the end of next season. And then we're going to try and win the top league of GT within the next 5 seasons as well. And I'm hoping we can just do it within 2. But I don't think it's going to happen. Can Lara get around? Nah, they're not going to get around for this lap, are they? Never mind. I was hoping to get some qualifying trim, but nah, shit out of luck. I had a feeling that was the case. Excellent, okay, excellent. Great, excellent, great. So it's just the handling to work on with Lara. I'm going to leave Vos's car exactly as it fucking is. Just got to get Lara's car okay. I need to have a cup of tea. 1 second. Oh, I do like a cuppa. I have also... Oh, mini announcement. Finally bought a webcam. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty shit one. It cost me 20 quid. But we finally got a webcam. Now... what does that mean for the channel? What does it mean for the series? It means a lot of people turn off because they've seen how ugly I am. That's what it means for the series. No, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a case of you guys get to have a look at me, I guess. I think we need to stick that in the middle, don't we? Around about here. A little bit more. So yeah, you get to see me. It also means that we can now start streaming on Twitch. So that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing soon. I have talked about it a few times. That will be a thing soon. Streaming on Twitch. So yeah, what will we stream on Twitch though? That's the question. I feel like the Football Manager save, the Liverpool one, will be the first thing to do. We may. I don't know. I want to get... I might even start the ice mod. Motorsport Manager ice mod on Twitch. Save them, put them onto YouTube. Obviously, a kind of... I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. That's the thing. I may put it to... I may put it on Twitter. Make a little poll or something somewhere. Just let me know. Let me know. If you've been watching this and enjoying the series, I'm assuming that you've been watching since episode 1, if you're still here, and you're probably wondering, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he still languishing? Why has he not got any further? Bear in mind, it's still my first ever playthrough of Football Manager. Motorsport Manager. I'm still trying to learn the ropes. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. So, yeah, just let me know what you think I should do on Twitch. Should it be Motorsport Manager? Should it be Football Manager? Should I carry on the Liverpool save on Football Manager on Twitch? I don't know. I kind of want to do something, but I'm definitely going to start on Twitch soon, and you're going to get my ugly mug on here soon too. So how are we looking speed-wise? Vosu's faster than Lara. It's really weird. It's got the worst car. He's the worst driver. So the plan is obviously get through Q1, start pushing through Q2. Can we get both drivers through Q1? That is the question. I don't think we're going to. What's happened to Vosu? Vosu's like mega slow at the minute. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. So let's get Lara back out. Actually, no, we won't bother. No, we will. Vosu, can you pull your finger out, get back in? We're going to send you back out too. Have a little tweak. Might be able to get a bit more out of that. You never know. Right, send them back out again. So yeah, my ugly mug will be on the web. Interesting. I guess. Some people might find it interesting. Some people will probably just go, yeah, it's just another YouTuber. And to those guys, I say, you're right, it's just another YouTuber. We are, say, we're going to be not just a YouTuber though, we'll be on Twitch too. Yeah. I don't know if you guys do follow me on Twitter. If you go onto Twitter, by the way, guys, I do announce every time a new video goes up on Twitter. I've got it set up to do so. So, yeah, if you want to keep up to date with my latest content, do get on Twitter, do follow. It is twitter.com/Kegity. It's not Keg Man Plays, it's Kegity, like on Crusader Kings. And if you're wondering where, have I ever explained my name, why I'm called the Keg Man? I don't know if I have. If I haven't, I'll explain it anyway. So, I got called Keg when I was in school, in secondary school, or high school as you Americans like to call it, because I'm shaped like a barrel. And it's kind of gone from there. So it was Keg Man, Keg, and then obviously there was wrestling around, and there was Mr. Kennedy, so that became Mr. Kegedy. There was Ronaldinho about playing football, so I was Kegaldinho. And then someone thought I was Russian, so I was Kegovsky. So, you know, there's a lot of things. Lara coming out in Q1's not good. So anything coming out in Q1 is surprising too. So yeah, that's where the nickname Keg comes from, because I'm shaped like a barrel. It's not the most flattering nickname, but I fucking own the cunt. That's the thing. I own that cunt. Right, so Lara's gone out already. That wasn't good, was it? Let's go back to that one. What about if we go this way? Let's try that one out. So we need Vosu. Do us a solid here. We need him to finish in 6th on the pole. It's not going to happen. He really does not have the car to do this. Let's get this smashed through. Oh, I need an itchy. I need an itch. Don't know what it is about these. I probably need to get a new. One, I need to get a new mic. That's not a headset. There is that. 2, I'll probably need a new headset. My left ear always itches like fuck whenever I'm wearing this headset. I mean, it's a warm day. It's like 5 to 8 in the morning, and it's already quite warm. And I'm just sat here in a pair of boxers. Not that you need to know that, but it's just that warm. I do need to head out soon with the wife, but I just want to get a couple of bits done. I've had my breakfast now though. It was really weird breakfast. I had a couple of crumpets. If you're an American, I'm assuming Americans don't know what crumpets are. You probably don't know what pikelets are either. I was going to say they're a little bit like pikelets, but if you don't know what a crumpet is, chances are you don't know what a pikelet is. Basically, it's just like it's kind of like it's a holy muffin, I guess, like an English muffin, but it's kind of holy. It's a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit chewier, but they're really fucking nice. So what was that like? So we get the 7th there. It's 92%. So let's go back onto these. We're not going to use the same tyres because I get the feeling we're going to get locked in. Sorry about that. It's not there. So yeah, what did I have? I had 2 crumpets. I had a Muller fruit corner. Yeah, because healthy like that. And then I was still a little bit hungry actually, weirdly. I also know that I've got a bit of time later and I'm going to be working late and I won't be eating until sort of like 9 o'clock. By the time I get home from work it'll be like 9 o'clock. And I'm taking a sandwich for my lunch to work, but still, you know, I'm going to be eating late. So I thought to myself, well, I'll have something extra to eat this morning. And I had a mini malt loaf, like a mini serene malt loaf. I fucking love them. I forgot how good they were. So it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's a rounded breakfast. I mean, I'll become rounder because of the breakfast, but yeah, it should keep me full. So Vosu finishing 9th at the minute. Anyway, there's 3 more guys to come in. That could all change. Giuliani's probably going to bust out a faster lap. Whoever's in 15, Minza was flying. Look at Minza. Didn't do anything better. So yeah, we do go through it in 9th position. We don't get the money, but that's okay. I need to cough. 1 second. Oh, fuck me. I'll have a bit of tea real quick. A little bit of tea to moisten my throat. So, Landvik 5th going out. Michelle Cooper 7th going out. So we do go through Q3. Now my question is, are we going to be locked into these fucking tyres? I hope we're not. I hate being locked into tyres. So where were we for Great there? Great was there. Sorry guys, there we are locked into those tyres. That is really fucking irritating. Yeah, sorry guys, keep snotting. I don't know what it is. It's the first thing in the morning I just get a little bit snotty. I don't know why. If anyone can understand it and knows why, do let me know. Is it because I've been on my back and now I'm sat up and I'm talking a lot? Is that what it is? I don't know. I need to figure it out somewhere, somehow. But let's see if we can get Vosu a nice 6th. I mean, he got 9th in the last one. He may be able to get 6th. I'm wondering if it's the super overtake mode. It's making him faster than Lara. I wonder if it's actually that good. If that's the case, then great. We'll just carry on using super overtake mode. Shame we can't get it for Lara as well, to be honest. Might have to change her mechanic at some point. See if we get that sorted out. So we know Blas is going to be faster. We know Mura's going to be faster. Everyone's coming through faster. Where's Holgerson? Holgerson's right behind us at the minute. Hasn't finished a lap yet. Will do very soon. You can see him flying around on the map up here. Look, there he is, taking that corner like an absolute speed demon. He does finish faster than us. Vosu goes down to 10th. Let's go out again and see if we can improve on this. Let's go back to 94%, I guess. Keep on these tyres. Let's work this one out then. Come on, Vosu, get a perfect. I need you. I need you to get the money. To be fair, I'm not expecting him to go a full second faster. That's just insane. But for us to be 1.5 seconds behind pace each lap behind Blasi, that's insane too. It's outright disgraceful, actually. We definitely need to change things. We need to get these suspensions made I'm wondering if we just keep on making suspension until we've got number 1 suspension and then go into another gearbox. If we can get it up so we've got the best suspension on the grid. And again, we don't have the handling centre, do we? We won't do that then. We'll get a couple of decent suspensions, maybe get them up to sort of like 7th on the grid, and then we'll look into the gearbox. We do have the telemetry centre, we also do have the test track, so it's all about the gearbox and the engine for us. It's just... we desperately need to get this done. We need to improve this car. Blasi unsurprisingly finishing first in qualifying with a freak car. And again, we looked at her in a previous episode. She is a freak. So, we're opening up with some rain, are we? How long is that hanging about for? It doesn't look like it's hanging about too long. So, if we take Pit Stop Guru and Race Trim, and for Vosu we'll take Race Trim and Super Overtake. Let's get to the setup. Bang, bang, that'll do. We'll go... Let's get these laps sorted out. I don't think I want to take in this. I mean, I'm saying it's quite a few laps in, isn't it? No, we'll take it. There's 33 laps. Get 12 to 14 out of those, 14 to 16 out of those. How many laps till that's going? If we go for 13 laps worth of fuel, just to give us that little bit extra to work with, it means that our next pit stop won't be as long. It does slow us down a little bit, but we'll take 15 laps of fuel for you because you're super overtake mode. How's that look? Yeah, we'll do that. So Blasi, Holgerson, Mikhailovic, Shannon and Critchley. Apparently we're not locked into these tyres. I wonder if that's because it's now raining. I wonder if that's changed because of that. Someone do let me know in the comments. So let's go to Vosu, who's up into 9th. Lara dropping down positions already. So is Vosu now. Got it overtaken on the inside there. Lara in 19th. Vosu was briefly in 11th but didn't actually show up. Back up into 8th. Lara into 17th, getting past Nahui. Vosu probably going to lose a position here soon on the inside. Lara in 18th now. Can we do anything with Vosu? Vosu up into 7th with a cracking little manoeuvre. Has lost it again now though. Up into 6th. He's going to push along. Drops down 2 positions with a shit turn. And that is where we lose people. Seriously, that's where we lose out. It's those corners. I'm sure it is. It's got to be where we fuck it up. Lara up into 15th. That seems to happen a hell of a lot where we get to that point and we ended up slamming on the brakes because we've got a corner coming up. Lara up into 12th. Vosu holding on to 6th just about. Looks like he's taking 4th. He is taking 4th. Nice work. So where's this water doing? Lara's just dropped down. Oh, Lara's gone up to 10th. Nice. Vosu holding on to 4th. We need to keep an eye on that water. Don't worry about the tyres. I know that we're pushing on the tyres. In fact, we're going to push a little bit harder. We are going to have to come into pit before they get their full use, so we're not too worried about that. Come on, Vosu. Nice work. Vosu up into 3rd. Lara sort of switching between 9th and 10th. How's this water on the track looking? I feel like we'll bring in Lara at lap 7. No, we'll bring in Lara at 8. Vosu up into 2nd. Beautiful work there. He's got Shannon just ahead of him. That's what I mean. We do better in the wet. Lara in a 7th. They're talking about their tyre degradation and their fuel as per usual. Don't worry about that. I worry about that. That's my job. So Vosu, hopefully, is going to be able to do something here. create a little bit of a gap. Lara in 6th. So the track is drying out, so it leaves us with... Let's see how many it tells us. I can math it in my head, I just can't be asked. 27 laps remaining. So let's have a quick look at this. So we get 12 to 14, so that's 2 stops, that's 8 to 10. I feel like we need to go a couple more laps on these fucking inters. I don't want to do 3 pit stops, I want to do 2 most. Fuel wise, tyre deck wise, we'll get you to come back on your tyres, Vosu. Lara will go in first. Lara in 3rd at the minute. Lara's doing a fucking cracking job at the minute. So where's the gap? 3.5 seconds. Lara holding a 1.5 seconds ahead of Holgerson at the minute. She's catching up on Shannon slowly. But we are going with the mad driving sort of strategy. Ignore it. Ignore it. We'll put you in now. Actually, saying that. We've got 26 laps remaining. We can get 13 laps out of those. Go for 16 laps of fuel. Won't recharge it. We'll just go with a balanced, alright? How about that? And then on top of that, you go neutral. Let's switch to Vosu. Do have drivers coming in. And we're going to switch him to those. We're going to go with 16 laps of fuel as well. Parts are looking good. That's fine. We're going to go with a risky fast. No, we'll go with balanced. Or will not make any difference. Go safe. Okay, we're just going to go safe. We're going to go with a safe pit. Are a lot of drivers coming in. I think everyone's coming out apart from Vosu, so I'm hoping this is going to work in our favour. Lara's on her way out. She is going to come out in 7th. It's not bad. It's not bad. Went in 3rd with everyone, but come out in 7th. So we know that Vosu's going to be pitting. He does have 24 seconds on Shannon. We probably will lose 1st place, but it's just one of those things. We can always catch up in a bit. It says. So we are going to come out a lot better than I thought we were. No, we're not. 15th. Lara's in 6th. I've got Vosu to catch up with us. I'm sure he will. I'm pretty fucking sure he will. So we need Lara to now catch up with the front runners. I'm sure Vosu can make something of it. He's going to finish in a better position than he currently is. Mostly because that's super overtake mode. So how far behind? Lara's 6.5 seconds behind Shannon. And 3 seconds behind Amura. Vosu is not far behind Gomez. Can we do more though? I mean, Vosu has been finishing in disappointing positions. He's been getting firsts and then finishing like terribly. And I don't know if that's down to us or what, but we need him to do better. Really, we do. And I think that gap between him and Pernet's getting larger. And yeah, it is. It's the gap between us and Amura, I think, is getting larger, but the one between us and Landvik is getting smaller. I mean, we know Landvik. We know all about Landvik. We know what that driver is like. So let's push on these tyres a little bit. We need our drivers to really go for it. So Vosu's still in 15th. Lara just about clinging on to 6th. On this corner. It's those corners. We desperately need to work on those corners. These new suspensions need to do us a solid. They really do. Oh, fuck me. So, we're not going to get the money as it stands. We do have Cooper right on the tail of Lara. Let's switch to Vosu real quick. How we doing, mate? The gap is coming down, I think, between him and Gomez. It's hard to tell, really. It's just increased a little bit more, I think. Around about the 1.4, 1.3 mark. I think that is increasing, you know. Yeah, 1.5 now, 1.6. And I think that is down to our corners. We just need that suspension. So let's come back on these tyres a little bit. We need them to last that a little bit longer. So where are we looking to pit? So we get 12 to 14 laps out of our tyres, don't we? So what, we got 16 laps? We'll see what it says. It really confuses me sometimes. It's more than 16, I know that much. It's like 18. It's starting to rain again. We will pit Lara on this one. We get some more inters on. I'm going to give her 19 laps worth of fuel. Parts should last. A little bit worried about suspension, but Lara's going to come in now. She's going to get a shitload of fuel. Vos is going to come in directly behind her on the next lap. You're going to get inters as well, mate, alright? We're going to try and get ahead of the game. Just going to straight up go mad on your fuel. See, 18 laps, so we don't have to worry about fuel. That's my thinking. So if you attack, good pit for Lara. She will come out in last though, by the looks of things. Nope, 18th, just about. It may be a crazy thing to do, but I feel like it's the right thing to do. No one else is coming in for inters yet. Saying that, who's just come in? Landvik's come in. There's a couple of guys coming in. Let's get to neutral there. Can Lara make anything of it? Lara up into 13th. We've made a mistake on the refueling, and we are coming out in last by the looks of it. Oh no, 17th. Okay, so not as bad as I thought. Switch to Lara. She does have excessive fuel at the minute, but it's not going to stay that way. We'll probably have to... She will need new tyres before the end of the race, I should imagine anyway. Let's go conserve on these tyres. Lara up into 12th. Vosy did drop down into 18th. A little bit unfortunate, but that's life. That's what the people say anyway. How's that weather looking? Is that going to stay wet? If that's going to stay wet, we may be able to drag our fuel out and stay on these tyres. That's my thinking. So we've got 15 laps remaining, is it? Lara's pushing past. Lara up into 9th. Yeah, Lara up into 9th. We're going to have some more guys pit in here, surely. Apparently not. So, Vosu into 17th. Lara's still holding on to 9th. We do have all drivers ahead of Lara on slicks still. They're on the mediums. It's a nice little manoeuvre around Wilson. Why are these guys still out on the wets? I don't get it. What do they know that we don't? So Lara up into 6th. She is on target now. We're going to get her to conserve fuel with... well, not conserve fuel, but we're going to get her to go hybrid mode. Vosu into 16th, taking over in the pit there. We do have Mikhailovic on the tail. So let's go into neutral mode again. We'll try and get 13 laps out of these tyres. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we may have to pit before the end of the race. Looks like the rain may dip off around about lap 26. I can't believe all these drivers have stayed out here for this long. Lara up into 3rd. Can Vosu make anything of it? Can he take advantage of drivers in the pits? He can. He's up into 13th. Now Lara, we're doing a lap more than we wanted to, aren't we? So Blasi and Shannon, Blasi definitely is going to be pitting in, as you can see the green marker around his head. Who's that on our ass? That's Mikhailovic on our tail. Mikhailovic with a cracking manoeuvre, really. So Lara in the 3rd, up in the 2nd. We've got some more people in the pits. Vosu, can you gain yourself a position or two? He can. Vosu up into 11th. Lara's holding on to 2nd, but does have Landvik on his tail. Mikhailovic is not far ahead of us. Water on the track is getting worse. Probably will need to pit before the end, won't we? Yeah, we're going to need to pit before the end. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind pitting before the end. We can pit around about lap 26, I guess. Don't really want to, actually. Let's conserve that and go high. Get you to conserve some fuel as well, Vosu. We'll get you to conserve those tyres. If we can drag this out, I'll be very happy. Who's that? Channon getting blue flagged at this point. Bearing in mind Channon was first. So when it comes to tyre deg, we are doing pretty badly for both of our drivers. Definitely need to hold back. Definitely need to hold back. Who is that on our tail? It's Wulfrath on our tail there. We are, like I say, holding back a little bit on our fuel and on our tyres, but so we've got Mikhailovic still not that far ahead of us. How many laps do we have remaining now? 9. We're just having just over 9 laps of fuel. Should be able to dig that out. It's the fuel I'm not worried about, because we've got the hybrid mode. We can use that a lot. It's the tyres at this point I'm a little bit worried about. How are we looking? I don't really want to pit if I can help it, but we might have to. It's a lot of laps to go, isn't it? 8 laps on 30%. Do we want to switch to wets? I don't think we do, because it's going to dry out not long after, isn't it? I'm gonna leave this for as long as I can. Vosu's slipping down into 13th. Who's in front of Vosu? Critchley, Farah. Might be able to take one of them. Lara has dropped down a 3rd. We know that's going to happen. I'm just going to strip down to 4th in a second. Let's go neutral and back to conserve, just to hold on to 3rd. I think that's who we're going to concentrate on. Vosu's going to have to look after himself, I'm afraid. But we need to work on Lara. Got ourselves back up to 2nd at this point. You are seeing quite a bit of tyre wear, aren't you? We will have to pit Lara. That's a fucking shame. We'll give her 1 lap extra fuel. Parts should be fine. We'll take a risky fast one. Should come out around about 6th, apparently. Vosu up into 7th. A lot of drivers in the pits, apparently. I wonder if anyone else is going to go in. So Wulfrath will probably end up going in before the end of the race. So Lara in 2nd is in the pits. Mikhailovic is in the pits. We should be fine. We've done our lap. We've done our fuel. Done our wheels. We're off out. We're going out in 1st as well. Nice. So we can now go push and overtake. Maybe hold on to that. We'll have to get Vosu in on new tyres. Give him 2 laps of fuel. Risky again. Potentially coming out in 11th. I'm happy with that. Let's go attack on these tyres. Vosu. Right. So Lara has dropped a position. We probably should have gone with the wets, actually, thinking about it. But I'm seeing that's going to dry out soon. That's my feeling. Wulfrath is just running us under the fucking Gomez is going to come past us next. Maybe we should have gone for the wets as opposed to the inters. Maybe I was thinking too far ahead. We have dropped down to 7th at this point, and that could mean they pull a long way ahead of us. Vosu out in 16th. I mean, it said it was going to estimate an 11th finish come out for him, but that was a good lap, good pit as well. So hopefully now, with this, Lara's going to be back on track, because the ground is drying up again. I don't think it's wet enough these days for the wets. He says as fucking Pernet comes flying behind us. Come on, inters should be more than enough on this. Fuck. So Vosu pushing up into 17th again. Lara still languishing in 8th because of the poor decision I made. I don't think we've got enough time now. We're 15 seconds behind the pace. Yeah, we should have just gone to the fucking wets for both drivers, really. Vosu is on the tail of Soininen, so there is that. He has taken Soininen. He's up into 15th now. Lara could take 7th back from Pernette here. Has taken 7th back. So how many laps we've got remaining? I think it's one more after this, isn't it? Can we at least get top 6? We are into 6th. Can we get a podium? I mean, we've got the tyres. We've got the tyres. That's 4th. We do have Wolfraff just ahead of us. See, I told you I should have gone to these fucking intermediates, didn't I? Well, you guys were doubting me. Oh, why are you slowing down? Can we get a first? 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 Oh, second. Vosu in 14th. That was so close. Vosu stopping behind people for no good reason. 13th. I'll take that. I'm so disappointed that Lara didn't get fucking first place, though. I'm glad we went with the Inters, though. I think Inters were the right decision there. So I'm sure people are going, no, it fucking weren't. If you'd have had the wets, you'd have been fucking flying ahead, miles ahead. But no, I'm happy with the choice there that we made. I don't think we could have done anything more. I'm not happy with how Lara decided to stick the fucking brakes on as opposed to going round the other driver. What was that about, Lara? Hey, what was that about? What was all that about? You could have had first if it weren't for that stupid mistake. But even with the amount of pit stops we made, we've done more pit stops than anyone else there, and I think that's a positive sign. If we're having to pit more than anyone else and we still get a second, that's looking good for us. We did hit our target. Vosu also got the fastest lap, so he gets a fastest lap bonus. Look at that, fastest fucking lap. That's 325 grand in the bank. Lara got a second. I'm happy with that. That's a good result for us. Vosu in 15th is not bad. On the drivers' championships, obviously. We are still sitting 4th. Wait a sec, have we gone up a position, or we six? I don't think there's any movement, is there? But we're 6 points ahead of Marshall GT now. 9 points behind Orlons in 3rd. And I think I may have mentioned somewhere else. I can't remember if it was in the comment, in a video description, or in a previous episode. But although we told the chairman 6th, I'm targeting the top 3. Next season will be a promotion season. That is the fucking plan. Yeah, okay, we've had a bit of luck on our side with regards to weather. We do best in the wet, but yeah, that is the plan. I fucking want to... I want to get promoted. We could have got a fucking first. We could have had first place there. We could have a fucking win for the second time ever in this. We came 3rd overall, so the chairman's going to be super fucking happy about that. We've got 3 new sponsorship options kind of come up very, very soon, so we'll have those. Big changes here. Well, I say big, some changes here. Marketability's gone up a full percentage. Yeah, we only lost $500,000. I like that. We only lost $500,000. We were losing 1.2 million per race last season. That is a good amount of money to get back, instead of, pissing away money constantly. That was the biggest issue of last season. It was just costing us so much. So let's have a look with this. After her win today, we were wondering if you had any thoughts on Mia Holgersson, thinking of working with her in the future. Interesting driver. Anything can happen in motorsport. That's not a bad one. Let's have a look at Holgersson, shall we? She's not a paid driver, unfortunately. She's 1.4 million, but she's still cheap. She's young as fuck. No, we're not going to bother. So car repair is complete. Don't need to worry about that. We've got some sponsors offered. So we've got 3 sponsor offers here. 13 for above, 200,000. That's not bad. That's 100,000 a race. That's 100,000 a race plus this if we went with that. That is 1.8 million. That's 300,000 a race. I mean, we're not getting the qualifying target, are we? I mean, that may change, but if we went with that, that's 11th in the qualifying, plus whatever we get in the race. That's 300,000 a race. I mean, we're not going to go with that at all, because it's just too little. That is doable. So what's that? That's 1.8 million. Yeah, 1.8 million plus. So that's 2.7 million. So that's 300,000 a race. That's also 300,000 a race. So there's not much in it. I think we're going to go this one. It's a shorter one, so we may be able to get a better deal. What's going on here? We might be able to get better than that. That's just piss poor. What's this one? Don't know. We'll wait. We'll get some more offers come through. What did I say? Scouting for Philip Persick. Let's have a look at Philip Persick. Looks like he's been alright. 17. Some good stats there for a 17-year-old. It's just he's not a paid driver. We need paid drivers. Should have a look at these scoutings. Let's have a look at these scouts. So let's head to the scouting department then. So we've got Soslan Berezovsky. Alright, I guess. Scouting, and Olga Solano. Wonder Kid. Designing clothing line. 100% marketability. Unemployed, 19. I wonder if we just approach her as a reserve. Just for her marketability. Go for a long contract. Oh, she's not worried about the rest of it. Okay. 5-star potential as well. That's what I'm thinking. Give her that. Or offer her that. So we've got some more sponsorship offers here. No, we haven't. What about here? They're not good. They're not good, are they? At all. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to let them expire in 2 races' time. That's not brilliant. That's not much better. 400 grand. So it's 9 races. That's 1.45 million. That's almost 2 million. So it's just over 200,000 a race. That's a lot less. We're going to wait a little bit longer and maybe a third offer pop up there. I think that left hand, that first of the two might be our best option, I think. We do have another sponsorship available. Alright, so we do have that finished. Let's go to the sponsorship first. That's 200,000. That's 2.2 million, 10 races. So that's 220,000 a race, isn't it? And what did we say that was? It's around about the same. We're going to go this one. No, we're going to go this one. So that's going to pay for our new. It's going to pay for our new suspension. So we're going to build another suspension. Let's go to improve parts first, though. So let's get reliability on our new one going. We'll carry on with these 2 engines for now. We're not going to worry about the gearbox so much. Design new parts. Let's get another suspension made. Alright, so we want that one, that one, that one. Is that 379? Is that an improvement? Let's go to fit parts. So where is our suspension? There we go. 379. So basically they're the same. They're not much better. I don't think we'll bother then. Maybe we just go straight into the gearboxes now. I'm confused, really. And that'd be 394. We'll do this one just before the end of the season. We'll make that one ready for next season. Let's go to the gearboxes. We'll take the acceleration plus 20 because that's the only thing we've got available to us. So the next one we'll make, we'll do this one plus 40 to max, and then we can do one with the plus 25 or plus 20 to max. I don't know yet. So we can build that, 800 grand. sponsor wise, like I say, we're going to let that run out. We've got this race, this one coming up next race as well. We've got a couple more sponsors available to us. Should we request the additional funds? We'll request the additional funds now while he likes us. We can still improve our I mean, obviously he doesn't really like us now, he's 50%, but with the results we're getting, that'll go up to 100% soon. That's fine. I'm liking these standings. Contract proposal. I'll get a contract proposal done. So the GT Championship is running today. I don't really care about that in a minute. Tanaka up the top here. Yeah, they get 12 points. So this is going to be hard, because we're going to come in around the bottom here, and we're not going to get any points in to begin with. That's not good. Let's see if this young lady wants to join us then, shall we? She does. Nice. Sign. For El Nildo Dominaga. So it's going to cost us a little bit more. But I'm happy with that. I'm wondering if we very, very briefly, because she's got 100% marketability, I'm wondering if we then just sort of go drop her down and then see what comes up, like sponsorship wise. Should we do that after the next race? We'll do it after the next race. Do have a vote coming up. We also have financial management to worry about. Don't worry about it, you fucking prick. I'm on the fucking ball, alright? Terry Banjo. I love the name. Shit driver there. So let's get this vote done. Let's have a look at this guy, Troy Nisman first. Nope. No interest. Especially now. So, qualifying based grids. This rule will benefit traditional teams. We don't have that good a car though. Will not benefit quality focused teams. Well, I'm going to abstain because I feel like we'd be better off voting against it, but there seems to be a lot of people voting against it, so we're going to get some more votes in our favour. So it has been rejected, which I'm not too worried about, and we've got some big voting power coming up as well. So let's have a look at this guy. I don't need to worry about that, do I? GMA. So we've got a hybrid power mode band. We want that for next season. I quite like using the hybrid mode now and then. I don't use it as well as I should, but I like it. And long practice sessions. Now, I'm in two minds about the long practice sessions. I like doing these uncut with the practice sessions, but 20 minutes seems like a lot. That's like an extra 8 minutes worth of recording. It's just one of those things. I'm going to let that run out. We do have a new gearbox finished designing, but it will be the end of the episode after we look at building another one. So let's get another built. So we're going to want plus 40 to max and that one, aren't we? That's 337. I'll say we'll pick up one of these bits afterwards. I mean, we can use these up here as well. I mean, acceleration plus 40 to max there. That's plus 60. It's a risk level 1. I mean, we'll do some risky ones coming into the end of the season, ready for next season. But we'll definitely take that for the next one. That's like an extra 40 points, really. That can't be sniffed at. So let's build that part. It's 900 grand. We need to start looking at our finances though. So as it stands, we're losing 871,000 a race. Obviously, if we get our sponsorship targets, then that'll be down to 500,000. Potentially 200,000 if we get the qualifying as well on the other one we have been using. Yeah, I know we've got a part fitting it. You want me to fit the part, do you? Well, I'm not going to. There's a massive improvement over this one though. Look at that. Talking about improving parts, do we get him onto improving that one now? 94% reliability. I feel we do. I feel we get straight into that. We're even going to do this. So we need to get these around roughly the same. 34, 36, that'll be fine, won't it? Yeah. Definitely need these on soon. I mean, these are massive improvements over our current ones. They need to go up. They need to go up. So that's it. That is going to be the end of the episode. Now, if you have enjoyed, I mean, look at all the fucking potential we've got in this team. Actually, let's have a quick look at the car. Now we've got some more parts. Still bottom. 7th. I'm least worried about the engine at the minute. But yeah, so that's going to be the end of the episode. As I say, if you have enjoyed today's episode, share it with your mates, let them know. Hit me up on Twitter, let me know. Leave me a cheeky comment. Do like and subscribe too. And yeah, if you go on Twitter, as I say, there's constant updates. Every time I put out a new video, it comes up on Twitter. So if you want to keep up to date, do go and have a look on there. And I will see you when I see you. Bye bye.